smoking mother. Hey.
I'm a weed head. I'm a weed.
No, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. What's up, y'all? This is Savage
AF.
F. Savage AF. What's going on? This is comedian Shang.
I'm Black Pedro.
That's my new name, Shangalicious.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna call you that.
All right, yeah, don't call me that. I'm just gonna call you Shang. I don't know what.
Shang,
your mama call you Shang. I'm gonna call you Shang. I ain't gonna call you. Your papa call you Shang. I ain't gonna call you Shang. So, yo,
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. That's our motto.
Yeah,
we're here for you guys live.
3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. You know what the deal is.
On
you
YouTube,
know what it is.
On YouTube and Facebook. Now, if you ever miss us live,
all the way live,
you need to put the drugs down, okay, and find some redemption. Get to your nearest interwebs, and go to youtube.com/c/SavageAFWorld. We have all the shows archived on our YouTube channel. When you get there, don't be lazy. Don't just be looking. Tap in.
Yeah, and not only that, tap in, and there's a little thing that you should click. And that sounded nasty, but
tap in.
Yeah, just this right here. Click the bell. You already know what it is. And you know what? The little thumbs up help us too. Out of all the ones I was looking for, that was the one I liked the most. The little back. That's called the Floyd Mayweather thumbs up. Back.
When you catching hands.
And yes, and also make sure you check us out on all the other platforms, such as look at as I put my hands here, such as Facebook Meta,
Place World PC.
So it's SavageA.F. So make sure you do that shit. And if you do that, you know what? That's not where you stop. Because this is how we start the show, but that's not how we start. We got a lot of regulars, but we got new people that we got to explain this shit to. So the new people, there's something that happens to comedians. They fall off bridges. They kill themselves. There's a lot of bad shit that happens.
Put their head in a blender.
Right. I actually saw one dude put his hand in the microwave and then put his hand to his head and melted his hand to his head. It was horrible. And this is the reason he did it, because people didn't follow him on Instagram. That's
on the egg.
On the egg. So what I need you to do is follow Black Pedro. Make sure you follow at Black Pedro, at Black Pedro, at Black Pedro, at Black Pedro, at Black Pedro.
Save a comedy life.
Yes, and make sure you follow at comedian
Shanga.
Yeah. So
Nicole H. It's not Shank. It's not Shank and Pedro. Is all right. See, you're gonna get Shang. You're gonna get him started. He always got a blade close by,
ready to go.
That's
you know what?
A remarkable skill.
Not only can you stab people with this, you can actually slice them.
Operation.
It's pretty creepy that I even did that. But no, yes, Carolina boss. Look, that Carolina,
Shangalicious. All right, man. We'll let y'all handle that. We see others in the building. Bronda, Maya,
just going
Kevin Keith. Yeah.
What am I stripping for? Old fat white bitches? Really?
Whoa,
no, that's not me. That's actually Pedro.
Oh, come on, man. You know I don't like them old.
He's the one that taught me about dump trucks. So
oh yeah, man. Sometimes you just go.
Sometimes you got to get a food
to the
truck.
Food truck. Yeah, just a little taco truck, man. Go and eat.
So I didn't even know about. He said a lot of really deplorable shit, that
I'm,
y'all
I'm
haven't
the
heard.
innocent one, guys.
No. That won't work.
I'm a dreamer.
I've been on the road with this motherfucker.
Hey,
I've
man.
seen some of the shit he did. I've loaned him money for hookers.
And you got that money back.
I got it back, but that ain't the point.
I always rob.
My voice changed. Why did I talk like this? Why?
It's a sermon.
Yeah, it's a sermon. It
Breezy
like
JJ's tree head. I see y'all, man.
Tree heads in the building. Yo.
Let's get this one.
Whoa, nigga.
Oh shit! Hold up.
We gonna be all right. No, I was gonna say before we do this, we gotta let you know in the beginning because in case we forget at the end, because we gotta crunch things up. Make sure y'all go to YouTube.
YouTube, man. Look up Black and Pedro. Black and Pedro. Just do a search for that.
Numbers to build and formulate. Watch the special and also make sure that you go to Tubi, Amazon, Apple TV, Google TV, Microsoft. It just don't fucking stop and watch Shang and Shangry. God damn it.
Yeah.
Make sure, because I got to pay these investors back.
Yeah. Give me my money. It's all fun and games, man.
It's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt.
That's what it is. Hey, it's 3:13. What up, though? Detroit, I see y'all. All right, man. Let's get into the show, man. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter, all right? We're going to do it for you today. It is Wednesday, hump day, or smack that hump day, as Damani Jones says. August 3rd, 2022 in the time space continuum.
You got to say 2020 twin.
20 twins. We're going to end with a Shangry. Trump might get dumped. Let's talk about it. Come all ye faithful. Come all ye faithful.
I could be wrong.
All from far and wide.
So I want to, before we jump into it, I gotta say this. Pedro has been the optimist, even though he's been Optimus Prime. Because that motherfucker.
Optimistic Prime.
Yeah. Things will get better if you just work harder.
Don't worry.
I'm Optimus Prime. Look at the brighter side of things. Yeah. All right.
Before we get into Shangry today, Black Pedro popping. Oh, TikTokers are really bad at math, y'all. I just want to.
Christopher Dean in the building. Slide
one by y'all. Before we get into that critical question of the day, motherfucker, say what? Alex Jones got his shit blown up in court, man.
He got his back blown out.
What they call hornswoggled back in the day.
And that's why he's going, I'm gonna eat my cellmate.
Right.
It's gone.
I'm gonna eat my jailer.
Nazi Islam. Assalamu alaikum, young brother.
There we go. Before we get into that, motherfucker, say what though? Hello, you have a call from Mr. Garland, Mr. Merrick Garland. The DOJ has actually subpoenaed a very key Trump lawyer, CIPOLLONE.
Yes, it's
we'll talk about it.
Not subpoena, his subpoenas.
Suck my subpoenas.
He's about to go up in that ass.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, speaking of up in that ass.
That's a weird way to start.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
What do you think, before we start, I know we always just go right to the material, we do it each time. What do you think it is that makes people attracted to the show? Why do you think that people want to hear from, of all people, us? I just want to I'm interviewing Pedro right now. I'm trying to find out. So y'all can wait a minute before we do this rest of this fucking thing.
Because we say it right there. It's Savage AF, and as we've seen, a good percentage of our audiences, especially those who participate in the live comment section, are way more savage than us. I mean, some of these are vile humans, man.
Yeah,
they say crazy things, who do crazy stuff. So they connect with that side of us, which we put out there, right? Facts matter. That's our motto. So we try and keep it real and informed and based on facts while kicking those hilarious opinions. And lastly, and most importantly, they ain't got shit to do. It's just might as well sit down and watch Shang and Pedro, man.
No, but thank y'all. I just want to let y'all know,
I love
though we haven't blown up to the trillion followers like we want.
But we're only a trillion away.
Yeah.
Only
So
1 trillion away from that.
if we got 1 more trillion, we in the mix. But we wanted to say before we jump into this, and it doesn't sound savage. Thank you so much for you guys for following us after all this time. Hopefully, we will grow bigger and bigger, but we will never forget the people that were with us from the core audience that was with us. And we appreciate y'all very, very much.
Damani says he was watching when we were just audio back in the days of just listening land before we
so we appreciate
got
y'all.
into our living rooms.
But we needed to grow bigger and bigger, so we appreciate you telling your friends if they're into this type of shit to get into it. Now let's get into it.
All right, man. So yeah, man. So a lot of things happened yesterday. It was a primary day. One thing that happened was we're not in Kansas anymore, but in the state of Kansas. A referendum was on the ballot to see if the voters, if Kansans wanted
if the general populace, instead of the fucking 4 white men that seem to run the universe.
Yeah, if they wanted to, and it was interesting the way it was worded, but it's basically to see if they wanted to change their state's constitution to take away the right to choose an abortion. And I believe it was like 59 to 41 that in terms of percentage of people who voted no. They don't want to change their constitution, which means they do want to maintain a woman's right to choose in their state. And this is a completely red state almost. That did go for Trumpy Dumpty.
That is surrounded
it's
by
fucking
red
Kansas.
states.
Yeah, it's landlocked and shit, a flyover as they call it. And they went the
opposite direction.
What we would call a liberal, direction.
If I only had a heart or a brain. I'm sorry, a brain and heart. That's what I think about.
The Tin Man didn't have heart.
Okay, but honestly, the thing that's good about this and bad, good and bad, is because now the Republicans and the right wingers and the pro-lifers are going to go harder in the paint when it comes to the other thing. They're like, oh, Kansas, you think you can get away with that? But at least right now in Kansas, you can't take their rights for their abortion away. You wishy-poo bitch ass motherfuckers can't take their rights away. And that's it. So Kansas, I got to give you props. I give Kansas props. And I wouldn't normally do that. I've only done a few shows in Kansas, and the crowds were cool. Most of them really fucking stupid, like scary stupid. But
and speaking of scary stupid, right? Like we go from Kansas to the land of Oz. A strange and sometimes scary place that is also known as Arizona, where elections didn't go so well. Trumpty Dumpty backed candidates did very well, including one for Senate, governor, as well as Secretary of State. So here you see these clear pushes for them to try to install their people, and these are all election deniers.
Well, it didn't go as well, but in the general election, I think that it's going to be a little bit different.
Well, yeah, I mean, but in terms of the Republican primary side of it, in a state like Arizona, the Republican voters are clearly leaning MAGA Trump.
Well, because again, I just said that for the people that are listening, because they fucking stupid. They fucking, like, I'm telling you right now, we about to do some shows in Arizona, and all I know is I ain't never had a show where I had to hand out cliff notes so they can under basic fucking verbiage. But the thing I don't like about it is the fucking Democrats apparently propped up some of these motherfuckers. Like, yeah, we need to get this dumb motherfucker in the general so we can spank that ass. But these they so crazy they can fucking win. But in Kansas, at least when it came to abortion rights, it didn't.
Speaking of, Maya says, was that the intent of the Supreme Court to push it to the state level to decide? It creates a divide between states and creates other problems. I mean, yeah, especially namely for the women in states where those laws would not be protected. It creates severe problems for them. And you know, on a very basic level, it just takes the United out of United States. I mean,
Well,
you
it's
know,
never been united because they've always treated us like we were animals and 3/4 or 3/5
three
or
fifths. Yeah,
3/5 was it 3/5 3/4?
yeah, three
You
fifths.
know, fuck it, they treated us horrible.
You think they gave
Um,
us a whole three
they
fourths?
gave
Hell
yeah
no.
that wow, thank you, you bitches. But and by the way, your moms is bitches too. All the Republicans in Arizona already proved it from the point where the lady came up, the little crusty lady that looks like her vagina is made of wood, came up and pointed in Obama's face. I knew that Arizonans, a lot of Arizonans, even though we're going to Arizona pretty soon, are, are really fucking stupid. Like like fall in a tub with something electric stupid. Like
Yeah, I mean, they seem to be going
not all
hard.
of them, not all of them, because the ones that come to this show that we're going to be doing, the comedy LOL Comedy Jam Friday, August 19th, shameless plug, at 9 p.m. We're going to be at The Rock. So make sure
Yeah,
Tucson, Arizona, you come out. And all you people to come out to our show, you, my friends, are brilliant.
that's what it is, yo. But you know, and just to defend some Arizonans, Shang, because
Here
I
you,
mean, it
here
is a
you
state.
go with that shit again.
Well, it is a state that went for Joe Biden. It's one of those.
That's why in the general election, they got a good chance of stomping
Yeah,
these
well,
MAGA
so I just
motherfuckers.
want to say that, you know, I think more specifically, you're talking about Republicans in Arizona, like the majority of them are.
Republicans, okay. You know, tomato, motherfucker. Okay, now you're getting a little bit Princeton on me. Let me tell you something.
Hey, man, you
Okay,
know,
you're trying to differentiate. Okay, and I don't appreciate that. I want everybody in this feed to know I don't appreciate him differentiating and actually, you know, being truthful. I fucking hate that. Let me tell you something. All right, let me tell you something flat out to your fucking face. Can you see me? Can you fucking see me, Pedro?
wait, hold on,
Okay,
hold on.
I'm
I
gonna
was
say
looking
it.
some. Okay, I see. What?
Okay, now you're right. All right, you're fucking right. I said it. I'm right. You're fucking right,
I
and I'm
appreciate
saying it to your fucking face. Okay. Not only were you right categorically, everything you said was fucking correct, and for that, my friend,
Hey, man,
I'm fucking upset.
I appreciate that.
You
Yeah,
gotta act
man.
angry when somebody's like,
When
"Yeah,
you
by the way, you are handsome and worth it." You mother
mother
friend,
son of a.
son of a monkey ass fuck. But
Maya's in Arizona, so she didn't want to be lumped in with, you know, all of them. So
I
you know,
know
just
we're messing
and
around
she's
with you.
not Republican. So
But right now, if you do want to get an abortion, you can click your heels and go to
you go to
Kansas.
Texas.
You can click your heels and go to Kansas. By the way, those
But
shoes, I've seen pimps wear those shoes in Detroit.
hey, man.
Those are pimp Detroit shoes.
Also, and we'll continue to see how this Democratic strategy works as they, you know, in some places like in Michigan, Democrats actually campaigned against Peter Meyer, who, you know, wouldn't be a champion of our people in terms of a more normal political climate, but you know, he was the moderate, you know, sort of candidate, but he lost in Michigan his primary to a black dude. I want to say his last name is Biggs. I have to find out more about him, but you know,
It's actually it's Big Coon.
it's Calhoun Coon Biggs. He is a election denier, a Trumpy dumper. He was backed by Trump. And you know, honestly, in the general in Michigan should be beatable.
But
Um,
he's Michigan's Herschel Walker with that, but more
you
articulate because Herschel Walker's gonna be he's more mush mouth. He is, but
They don't
Michiganders,
took our air and sent it to China, and now we got China air.
but right now I'd like to do a little bit of handbone.
Hand me
Yeah,
my spoons.
yeah, he definitely looks like he plays spoons. But the dude that won in Michigan, in a general, I think he's gonna get is a body
Lambasted.
slammed.
Yeah.
He's gonna get body slammed. But in places like Arizona, it's tricky because there's only a 4-point what is it 4-point measure of
Margin of like
margin.
What are we talking about? Oh, margin. Okay.
I'm old.
Okay.
Margin of
Air.
Okay, no, you put the margarine when you're eating bread. Wait a minute, help me out, man. What the fuck? See, it's these young motherfuckers.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
When you put the margarine on the bread, and then the bread, then you
it's
eat
called
it.
Breakfast. It's called breakfast.
And then you eat it, and then you go deny somebody from having an abortion. The point is, yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, wow. Wow, somebody said, "Oh, I want her." Yeah, I want that on Comedy Central too.
Herschel Walker.
Oh my God! But the dude that won in Arizona is it. If the Democrats lose to this motherfucker and the general public there, I will never, ever.
The gubernatorial nominee for the GOP, Lake is her last name.
Yeah,
she's psycho, fucking. Oh God, she's one of those psycho soccer mommy kind of and Trumpy mommy. She's total. She's gonna be a nightmare. So they have to beat her. She. You know, it's one thing to be a piece of shit, and then it's another to be a white lady piece of shit.
I think that's racist. And I just want to say, Savage AF does not condone Pedro's behavior.
There's a difference.
No, there's a difference. No, she's horrible. I'd like to punch her right in her dick. she's a fucking piece of shit.
Fat dick spirit.
Oh my goodness. No, she's horrible. But guess what? This is wrong. What's wrong with the Democrats? I'm gonna say it to their face. And if y'all are Democrats in the feed, I'm talking to y'all, bitch ass.
Bring it in close.
Okay, I'm just saying. Look here. Hey, cuz.
Right there.
The bottom line is use the fucking truth to slam dunk these motherfuckers. Show the option of you could be with this or you could get with that. You could get with this or you could get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that because that's not where it's at. The point is, by the way, Black Sheep, y'all a little too young to even know that rap song. But the point is, if they just show the truth of their fucking bullshit, psychosis, and lying, and the big lie, which, by the way, I don't condone the big lie, and Pedro doesn't condone the big lie. So anytime they try to stop us saying we the ones that prop the big lie up,
that's a bigger lie.
That's a bigger lie, and you can collectively suck our dicks. I mean, individually, not at the same time, because ain't no dick touching. That ain't. Pedro, I mean, look, Pedro cool, but I ain't never gonna happen in life. Okay? I don't give a fuck. If Halle Berry said, look, y'all both can fuck me at the same time, I'll be like, hey, Pedro, go on and get that.
You go first.
Go on and get that. Man, hey, man, I'm gonna be in the 4A. I don't even know if that's
I'm just trying to think of now the scenario in which Halle Berry asks for sex from both of us. That'd be.
Hey man, speak for yourself.
Be a wild night. I'm just saying, it'd be a wild night. Goddamn.
No, she would never.
Oh man, never say never, because you just might. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I want to say on the show, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. But I have knocked down quite a few starlets. Yeah. You know what?
Get him.
I don't want to mention it, but Kamala.
Let us into the black book.
All right, look, man. Look, one time me and Kamala was talking. You know, Kamala kept calling me, and this is before she got with the white dude. And I said, Kamala, Kamala, look, it ain't gonna work out. I'm a little too pro-black, too strong. And then Kamala said, I just want a little taste. I said, all right, fuck it then. Come on over. About 3 a.m. And then she came over, blew her back out. She barely walked to her car. I had to put her in a little cart to carry food in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? At the grocery store. Yes, I put her in one of those because I had one near the door because I used one. Okay. And I rolled her out to a car, dumped her in the car. And Kamala said, I will never forget you. Guess what? That bitch ain't called me since because she know I blew it back out.
That whole story, I'm like, how'd you get the shopping cart out of the parking lot? Because the wheel usually locks. They had the wheel locks on the cart.
Man, you know what? I know people.
He said, oh man, those are easy to break. All right, man. Well, one thing that's not, speaking of locks and things locking up, we're going to keep it pushing. You have a call from Mr. Garland to a Pat Cipollone here, who turned out, his video testimony turned out to be very key in the January 6th committee's hearings thus far, or at least round one of them. You know, he was White House attorney on and around January 6th and was in on the most important and key meetings, including the ones with the guy from Overstock. But he, so including myself, for all of us, Shang too,
Us?
who've
No,
been
no, no, no,
no,
no.
who've been like, Merrick Garland needs to do something. He ain't doing nothing. Why the fuck they not investigating? They should be. Well, this is them. They are actually.
And you know what?
They called in Cassidy Hutchinson last week, and then they called in, and now they're calling in Cipollone. And
They also
Cipollone, an
called
attorney,
in.
he gonna go in there and do his duty.
Right. By the way, they called in Christopher Dean. They called in Miss Adverb. They called
Okay.
her in twice.
Oh, Lord.
Nazi's been there 4 times. He's like, fuck you, crackers. And then they said, we ain't gonna really be able to work with this dude. Maya Baker, they called her in, but they just like that ass. Nicole H, when they called her in, she acted like she couldn't speak English. And then they were like, wow. And the interpreter couldn't get there in time. I don't know if y'all know that or not.
Sorry, I just have to clear something up because, remember that our Minister of Defense is not the Minister of Information. Okay, so you can't always listen to all the shit she said.
At all.
But she said, so I come in and Pedro is sporting SF colors on the low. Honey, I'm not claiming that, baby. First of all, your irresponsibility as a parent towards this child is separate from the fact that this is just an alternate tiger hat color. Okay, it's the Detroit Tigers. Tigers are orange. They orange.
They're orange and black with white.
If you look at the Tiger uniform, like the away one or whatever, with the accent color. The accent color is orange. Yeah. All right. These ain't no SF colors. This is blue.
Miss Reverb, you need to get Miss Reverb. Listen, get your shit together.
All right.
And stop fucking with Pedro.
Yeah, and stop fucking with Merrick Garland. Apparently, that's Judy Garland on the screen. But
oh yeah,
hey, no, same thing. Same Garland. But yeah, it's looking like they are.
He's stepping his game up.
Well, it's not even looking like it's obvious they have an activated.
Well, I called him up, Pedro, and he said, "Well, nigga, now what?
I do what I do.
I do what I do. Now what? When a person does this, you already know what it is." I think that dominoes are falling. Boom! Visual.
You know what it is.
I think they are, but I think that Cipollone, of the Cipollones, by the way, I don't know if you know that or not. Cipollone and his family, who came from Sicily, and they floated on a piece of pepperoni.
You do not fuck with Italians whose names sound like deli meat.
Yep.
He's like, yeah, let me get a ciabatta with a bit of Cipollone.
Cipollone. Put the Cipollone on there. Then put a little mozzarella, and then after that, you fucking hand it over the counter, and I'm not paying for it. Why?
Cipollone.
Or we'll burn this fucking place down. But he looks sad. He looks scared. He looks frightened.
No. He has nothing to worry about. He's already appeared in front of the January 6th committee. He was obviously on December 18th of 2020. There was this meeting, and it was like, was it Captain America Civil War? And he was definitely the leader of Team Legal, Team Sane, and Rudy Giuliani was leader of Team Who the fuck is this guy from Overstock? You know what I mean? So
but that was hilarious. When the first thing I asked him was, who are you?
Who the fuck is this guy? And that's when the Cipollone came out in him. He was like,
what the fuck are you doing here?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Hey, do you know this fucking? I'm talking to you over there. Do you know
the fuck is Overstock? Sell that shit.
When you see him start smacking, I'm talking. Shut up. Quit crying. Quit fucking crying. All right? Who is this guy? I guess next you're bringing in the pillow guy next. This fucking guy sells pillows.
So let's all take a.
He sells pillowcases.
Right.
Call him Klansman.
And speaking of cases, they all are buying them now. But there is a case being built, I think, against Donald Trump. I mean, definitely they are investigating what happened on and before and after January 6th to lead up to the events of that day, right? To a horde of orcs climbing the walls.
And
like
Gandalf's definitely gonna have. We're gonna need Gandalf for sure to make it happen. But the bottom line is, right now, MAGA's a little fucked up. They're a little fucked up right now. They upset. But he's gonna. I think he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna bring him. He's gonna bring it home. At least he has to because he's under oath. So if he does lie, bye bye.
I think he's already, like I say, he was part of Team Legal. You know what I mean? The things we saw him say in his video testimony to the January 6th committee was, it was just solid, legal, middle of the road, logical stuff, right? Like, okay, there's election fraud. Where's your evidence? You guys don't seem to be, very interested in backing up
Evidence.
anything you're saying. Like,
what's our saying again? Facts.
there was no fraud. You have lost this election. Transition of power is all we need to focus on. Don't go down to the Capitol. You're gonna get arrested. Like, he's the guy that was just trying to do the job, and was, and not he's not, like, he voted for Trump, but he wasn't he's not one of these lackey servants of
But
him.
you can't say he's not a sycophant. Just like we can't say that with.
Well, I didn't say that word. I don't know what it means.
You don't even know.
I know what it means.
You know.
But I'm just saying.
Hey,
of course, no.
Hey, don't go there.
He's not a follower. He's
okay,
not,
but no, he kind of is, because if you voted for Trump, I'm letting you know. Just like Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney says, "Oh, Liz Cheney is such a hero." Blah blah blah. Yo, she needs a punch in the dick too, because the bottom line is she voted for voters' rights to be fucking restricted. So she was on Trump train for 4 years, just like a lot of these motherfuckers, and so was Cipollone. I don't know why I feel like I gotta say it like that. And so was Cipollone.
Hey,
he was on Trump train. So all of a sudden, when the shit gets thick and everything's getting bad, and that Capone's in trouble. When they know Capone's in trouble, I'll tell you whatever you want to know. I'll tell you everything. I mean, you got to see the movie Untouchables, The Bookkeeper. Don't fucking shoot me in the face. I'll tell you whatever you want to know, Kevin Costner. That's what happened. And that's the only reason I think that he's being very all right, I'll tell you whatever you fucking know. But before that, he was a Trump trainer, and he can,
it's for me, I'm more along the lines of what Maya's saying. She said he voted for him, but didn't drink the Kool-Aid into stupidity. You know what I mean? Like, didn't.
Oh, Maya, kiss my entire ass. And I got a big ass, and it takes a while.
When it came down to it, he did his job and was one of seemingly few voices directly around Donald Trump who was giving him anything real. It wasn't what Donald Trump Dumpty wanted to hear, but it was all the right advice. It was true. It was level-headed. It's not MAGA-ite sycophant, as you say. You know what I mean? It's a lawyer who represents the office of the presidency telling him there was no election fraud. You cannot overturn the results. You cannot install fake electors. You have to transition this power. Do not go down to the fucking. Don't go on TV and say fight, fight, fight. He's in that sense, and for what we need him to be, he is that voice. And I believe that he's going to go in here and give the Department of Justice much of the same sort of, transparency and honesty.
Okay, you know what? Before I would say Pedro has been bumped his head many times, or he's been walking behind a horse and the horse kicked him.
Yeah.
But you know what? But I actually begrudgingly.
Don't do it, Shane. Don't hurt yourself, man. Come on, man. Stay strong, brother. Come on, man.
I agree, man. I agree.
Oh, man. God,
damn it.
You son of a bitch. You said you wasn't going to agree, man. God, man, you changed, man. Maya said,
you motherfucker.
Maya says he supported the concept of Trump, but didn't want to break the law and tried to give the right legal advice. Now, I think that's an important distinction. Thank you, Maya. Where it's like some of these people were willing to go along. It's like, yeah, you have the right to legally challenge it. Okay, go ahead. And then when that was done, they were like, all right, it's over, man. You went through the courts, and there were some people who were of that camp, camp sane, camp legal, who are like, all right, we tried, but we'll get them in 4 years or whatever. And weren't willing to break the law. And then there were others, your Giuliani's and Mark Meadows and all these other people who really didn't give a fuck
But I think
about Eastman and Sidney
Mitch
Powell.
McConnell was part of it. He was the leader of the turtle cult.
Well, no, I think he just went in the shell because he clearly spoke out against Trumpy Dumpty.
But then he flipped right back to him.
Yeah, and he won't do anything to, really upset that base or weaken his party's position.
So you say if he's down with the base, then he's down with it, and that's why I say Cipollone. Yeah. Okay, I understand what y'all are saying, and I agree with Pedro to a point. But also, if I rap, and put it this way, if I'm bringing little kids around pedophiles, and then I'm surprised that the pedophiles try to fuck the kids, I'm responsible. Okay, so. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's a hard time. That's the same thing with Liz Cheney. It's the same thing with a lot of these people that were down with Trump until it got thick, and then still was down with Trump because he had to be subpoenaed. It wasn't like he offered and he was heroic and said, "I'm going to go in and tell the truth because it's what the law says." No, he did it because he got heat on his ass. So fucking.
Well, I mean, no. I mean. Now, a subpoena doesn't mean there's heat on you it's just them saying, we believe some things that we need to know. Come talk to us. Because, there are no charges against Pat Cipollone. You know what I mean? Like, he's not under any.
I know, but he still was down with. He was down with these motherfuckers. No,
well, I mean, he was White House counsel. So he's not even Donald Trump's personal lawyer.
But I know, but if you're White House counsel for a fuck like Trump, find another job. Like if you came to your job and somebody said that somebody smacked you in the face with dirty underwear every day, and you kept going there because you know it's a shit show, you'd be like, you know what? I don't feel like getting smacked in the face with dirty underwear today. I'm not going to work here anymore. And if Mr. Rogers, AKA found his balls, AKA now you're acting like a tough guy, AKA you took too long, Garland, but you're still doing a little something. And don't give me the fucking hands. Don't give me the fucking hands, bitch. Just because you did that doesn't mean that everything's cool. I see what you're saying, but it's a little too late because in 2 months or 3 months, we got an election and that could change everything. If the Republicans went across the board, they'll say all this shit goes away. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. We won, you lost. Niggers back in slavery. They're going to put black people back in slavery. And the first person they're going to get is Nazi.
First person.
And then me. And then, then you.
Hey,
and then you. And then Jeff. And then.
Don't put me on that list.
No, man, you're on the list. Yeah, I don't know if you already knew it. You're already on the list. Wow.
New name I haven't seen, so welcome to the show.
What's
Savage
up, Chris?
AF, Black Pedro, comedian Shane.
Me and Chris one time we fought a bunch of people back to back. We back to back fought. No, I don't even know Chris.
What was y'all in the prison yard or some shit?
Back to back, man. No, yeah.
He says, as a Kansan, I support states' rights, the will of the people, and bodily autonomy. Don't want the government forcing vaccines on me. Well, abortion was just attached to it. Voted no against vaccines. It seems like you conflated a couple of issues there, but as long as abortion is available in your state, and if you don't want to take vaccines, that's on you, sir. Stay safe.
Okay, but no, Christopher, and again, welcome to the show. I want to say to Christopher, I see what you're saying, but the bottom line is you voted for women to have the right over their body. Just like you believe you have a right not to take a vaccine in order to take a vaccine. That makes complete sense. It's linear thought. I'll give you that. But conflation, is that what you think? That what you said, Pedro?
Yeah, it's like the abortion into vaccine thing. I can't, I think they're
two different things.
Very different things that fall under roughly the same umbrella, but are like
extremely
different examples to me.
You know, long as you voted, man, and right now Kansas is maybe an example. Maybe it'll be that little snowball that goes down the hill to make a big snowball that more and more places say in the country will say, hey, you know what Kansas said, you know what, I'll have what he's eating. I'll have what he's eating. You know, what is that? That looks tasty.
Hey,
I don't know, what is that you're
is
eating?
is that the chef's menu?
Is that you know what is that, salmon? I'll have some of that. I always call it salmon.
All right. Speaking of having some of that, so we'll see where this DOJ subpoenas go and what they're investigating.
But yeah, he's very upset.
But obviously, we want it to lead to an indictment of Donald.
Well, no, of Donald Trump
and
Donald Trump and his people. I want Donald Trump, and I don't want just Donald Trump. I want his whole, all of them. All of them could eat a dick. Yeah.
Hey, well, speaking of dick eaters, if you live next to this guy, make sure you protect yours. Because when you hear this, man, you'll definitely be like,
motherfucker, say what? Yeah. Motherfucker, say what? Say yeah, yeah,
yeah. So we talked about it.
Shut up, Pedro! You shut up! You shut up! You shut up! Sorry, man.
No, this is one of the things that had me excited last week was
he hacked into the feed.
Alex Jones, you know, conspiracy theorist, right winger, nut fuck Nazi headed.
I wouldn't say he's crazy. Come on.
Yeah, no, he's tough.
Why are you saying that? Come on.
A lot of people should be listening to that guy. So that's what we're missing, Shang, is tinfoil hats. But you know, he's on trial, and it's not even whether he lied or not regarding the reality and occurrence of the Sandy Hook shooting, school shooting, which many children died. So it's not, this trial isn't about whether he lied about that, whether he said, defamatory things. It's really about how much he's going to have to pay for it. And throughout this, apparently he's just been perjuring himself
constantly,
like sentence after sentence, to the point in which today the prosecutors hit him with the entire hoe slap, backhand knuckle sandwich, when they were like, your legal team messed up and sent us the entire contents of your cell phone and your financial records, dog. His Alex Jones defense team must have fat fingered or some shit. Sent all of his text messages to the prosecutor,
and the prosecutor
sat on this for like 10 days and let him lie his ass off.
He sat there and went, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And you see, when somebody's asked you something, they already know what you're gonna say. They go, "Oh, are you sure?"
Fellas, you know, every dude who's ever been in a relationship with a woman here, will definitely know what that is.
So Pedro, is that where you were at?
She already knows.
And you like, listen, Candy, I'm telling you, Candy. Pedro, so you were there. Is that what you're saying? So
they have on his screen, they're like, so you remember when you said you didn't have any Sandy Hook text messages in your phone? And he's like, well, I mean, if I was mistaken, then I want to eat my neighbor. Like,
and then he flipped out.
He was like, but you got them, you got the messages right there. So
that motherfucker is so crazy.
And then the judge really got in him like, I can't believe that, I've had to tell you several times to tell the truth, but you have to tell. She was like, this is not your show. And she pointed to the witness stand. She's like, this is not your show. Like, you have to tell the truth here. And he was like, but I believe I am telling the truth. And she's like, you always believe what you say. That's literally what the judge to him said. She was like, you always believe what you say, but just because you believe something, which is, I think a strong ideal that we try to push here, but just because you believe something doesn't make it true.
Well, you know what though? I want to hit him with it. I'm just saying, okay, other than, you can't really get mad at somebody that is batshit crazy. Okay, at first I used to be like, fuck Alex Jones. I was almost on some fuck Joe Rogan for fucking with Alex Jones. But then again, he's crazy. Why is the judge they should just put a straitjacket on this bitch right now? Everybody knows that. And the judge it was like she was talking to a child. Just because just because you feel it doesn't make it so. But I really do feel it. Again, dumb child. It was almost like talking to a child. And I have children and I've had conversations like that. Well, I feel like, but he's a nutty buddy. And I mean he's been extra nutty lately.
Well, you know, and no matter how much of his own shit he actually believes, or you know, he's just playing the game and stirring up a base, because you know, I think a lot of these people understand that, you know, they're gonna get listeners and viewers by saying this extreme shit. Fucker Carlson, I think, is also one of them. But
Are we doing that? Are we doing that though?
well, no. I mean, I just, you know, I like I said, I don't know how much of it he actually believes or not, but I think the ultimate point is he never thought he would be held accountable like this for it. And then so then when you live in this space where you're used to just telling lies to a bunch of stupid people who will believe any fucking thing your tin hat says, then when you get into a courtroom with educated judges, lawyers, you know, and you're in the legal system there. And tell Alex I said shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's been calling
during the
me.
show.
I think he wants to eat my neighbor.
Well, that's why he got his ass eaten up today, is because he, you know, you're not, like she said, this is not your show. Like you can't just sit here and say anything in a courtroom. And when guys like this have lived so irresponsibly for so many years, and then they get, you know, deservedly thrown into this situation of court and perjury and the law, you're fucked, man. Because you know, it's like Giuliani when they went to argue. You know, like Rudy Giuliani in public was election fraud.
When he got in court, totally different dude.
They never claimed election fraud in court. You know why? Because it would be a fucking lie, and you can't lie in court, because if you get caught, that's your ass.
That's perjury. But the bottom line is, even if they say the judge lets him tiptoe his ass out, because I heard that they might let his ass. But they won't. He will be so broke. He's gonna be living under a bridge, going, "I really did eat my neighbor." I mean, he really.
Well, and apparently, I didn't hear any numbers, but you know, the financial records got out, and he's making dumb money. Like he's richer than I think anybody really thought.
Well, they said the minimum is going to be 25 million.
Okay.
So
I heard it was like, no, but I thought the overall suit though was like 150 mil.
Right. No. I'm saying, like, you got to think the families, each family that he actually had, his followers were going to their house and yelling outside this man's house that just lost a child.
Yeah.
You understand how fucked up this dude is? You understand the level of fucktockery? But again, cause he's crazy.
Well, you know, in court, he did admit that Sandy Hook was 100% real. So, and this is why I don't think these guys are just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's really more diabolically evil bullshit that they're willing to say anything and do anything. That's the crazy part to us. Right, is like they will say and do anything to drum up this base, and you know what I mean,
to make the right,
to generate money, and to honestly to generate money.
I mean,
that's the fringe conspiracy.
Maybe we need to start doing that more, because we ain't generating money on this motherfucker. So maybe we need to just come on here and go, but Pedro killed his neighbor or some crazy shit. And people go, hey, Pedro, he's a murderer. And then we get all this publicity. And then all of you guys go, remember that show Savage AF? They're up for indictment. And then we get a whole bunch of press. Then you're at the Supreme Court and you're like, I did not kill my neighbor. I just said it. It's just a show. They go, yeah, but you can't do that type of shit, Pedro. He said, I know, man, but it was on YouTube. They got cats humping cats' other asses. Why can't I? Why can't I say shit like that?
Ass
to ass. So I mean, there's actually one where these dogs are ass locked because and the dog can't walk because the other one. So yeah, I'm trying to get that out of my head anyway. But the bottom line is, Alex, I'm not saying he's gonna get off, but even if because perjury, you should go to jail. But he's gonna be broke as fuck for the rest of his life. Period.
Well, Maya Baker says he filed for bankruptcy to try and stiff this family. She wants the judge to deny the request. So we'll see. We shall see. But yeah,
And by the way,
he will be paying some money.
uh,
Yeah, Nicole A, but I kill it though. That hobo kitty.
yeah.
Okay, you know.
Okay, but this is Miss Adverbs.
I
This
didn't
just
know it
in.
was
Another
homeless
white
when I
man
hit
gets
it.
off for killing a black man in evidence tampering, sentenced to 1 year in jail and fleeing the scene of the crime. What was this? When was this? Oh, at Miss Adverb Hayes Saharan Sadi. Okay. Well, I don't know what that is, but we will look. I will look.
I'm
I
gonna
will
look at
find
that
out.
story. Give us the details.
Now the
But,
other person I was going to ask you. You said that Alex Jones got slam dunked in court and treated like a child, and he's definitely going to do it. Does that mean his staff, everybody that works for him, that will propping him up, do they get smack on the hand? Because I feel like if you are pushing Satan worship and kidnapping of children, and it's you, but I'm the person helping you do that, aren't they accountable? I mean, it would make sense.
I think that's if conspiracy level charges. I mean that's when you get into kind of conspiracy levels where
Conspiracy, right?
So I'm not sure about that. To be honest,
it just seems like it makes sense because
I think this is more for me. I think this is more of a cut the head off the snake kind of thing,
right?
It's not like the assassination of Al-Zawahiri the other day where there's 12 more like him waiting to step up. You know what I mean? It's
right. It's the one nutty buddy Alex Jones.
I mean, there are other Alex Joneses out there in that sense, though. I mean, right, there are other fuckhead voices, but cases like this might help to set a precedent and send that message to these other talking fuck nut head donkey biscuit tooth goat murder assholes.
No, don't. Hey, just got one more thing.
What?
You said monkey, donkey. Fuck it. At the end, he also was propping up the insurrection. So he's an insurrectionist too.
Insurrectionist as well, yes.
So, I mean, him getting fucked over for his bullshit pertaining to the Sandy Hook. I'm glad that since they couldn't get him because he was propagating the shit out of that. Mm-hmm. And he was the one screaming and yelling, "We got to take our country back. And if by force, we got to do it. And after we take it back, we need to eat our neighbors." Yes. That was him. So, I mean, I don't understand why they didn't bring him in because he has a huge listening base. Tucker.
Maya Baker says Tucker Carlson should be next. Now, listen, when they have tried to bring Tucker Carlson to task, literally in court cases, they have said that his show is purely intended to be entertainment and no reasonable person should take what he's saying seriously. This is literally like Tucker Carlson's defense in court is, who the fuck would listen to me?
It's like, y'all know I'm crazy.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Like shit, that's like wearing a shirt. Y'all know I'm full of shit.
Come on, man. Don't
believe me. All right.
Believe me when I say I'm a liar.
Yeah. He's horrible. And right now he's pushing the race replacement theory to the hill.
Great replacement.
And the great race replacement. And this is what's happening with that. There are white people that are easily brainwashed. And I'm not saying that black people can't be brainwashed because I was brainwashed with an album I thought was going to be good. And then I was like, oh, it's good. And then I stepped back and went, that's kind of a piece of shit album. Drake. The new Drake is garbage. He's get back to the shit he was doing. But what? You haven't heard it? Oh my God.
No. I mean, I've heard so many people say,
"Oh so my God, it's not good."
I was like, Drake. He has these like some fantastic hits that I really, really love, and then so many songs that are so emo.
Yeah.
Like, oh, girl, I love you. Know that I love you, and I'm like, man, I can't. Those songs aren't for me. Light skin, but I'm still a dark nigga. Yeah, bro. I'll tear up your living room to that shit.
But the other shit, it's a
gang shit. That's all I'm on. Hey, man, come on. Let's bro. But you know that.
But we wanted to let y'all know if you hear any more shit with Alex Jones, please let us know because we're gonna let you know.
He got served though.
I can't wait till he's like, absolutely bankrupt. I want to see him with a little tin cup You said, give me enough money so I can go eat some neighbors.
Eat my neighbor. All right, man. We're gonna keep it pushing.
Yep.
Getting close to the end here, guys. So
Yeah,
we're gonna do it
we are.
like this for you.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey,
Pow.
Miss Adverb, do you see that? That is that tiger navy blue with our
Oh,
tiger orange. Right? It's not black. It's not your little San Fran colors. Stop playing. It's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin', man. I ain't on it. The TikTok, as Jake Tapper might call it, the TikTok. I'm not on it, but you know, people repost TikTok videos to Instagram, which I am on.
You're not on the TikTok?
No, man. Follow at Black Pedro though on the IG. But I saw a post, and it came by, and you know, I hate these little meme-ish videos or whatever. It was actually a video. Let me see if I can pull this up right quick. But no, sorry.
Well,
but anyway, so this it was a POV of like a oh, maybe I can pull it up. Can you see that?
It's gone.
Yeah, good. I'm gonna put it up one more time. It's kind of backwards. It says cut 10 lawns a day for 4 days a week at $30 a lawn. That's $1,200 a week, equals $1.2 million a year. And I was like, nigga, what? Dog, $1,200 a week is not $1.2 million a year. And I usually don't. I usually don't
meme
or even respond to something like this. But you know, the old man in me came out, and I was just like, $1,200 a week is not 1.2 million a year. It's literally $62,000. That's all I put. Right?
You didn't say what you motherfuckers know.
Well, and then the dude who posted
it sound like an old man shit.
The dude who posted it though, he or reposted it, he responded. He was like, "Shut the hell up! I'm just reposting. I ain't tripping off numbers." I was like, "But isn't that the fucking point of the post?" Which would be like,
no,
if you earn a certain amount of money, it'll add up to another certain amount of money. But addition doesn't just work like that, dog. Like you shouldn't tell people that if they make $1,200 a week, they're going to make $1.2 million a year. Like that just doesn't make sense to me, dog.
It does make sense. It does make sense. You know what? It does make sense. Okay, you know why it makes sense? It makes sense on TikTok.
Dog, shit like this drives me insane, nigga. Like
it makes sense on TikTok.
I shouldn't feel like this. It shouldn't be this important to me, but
it shouldn't.
I'm just like, what? That's not how math works.
And I have to correct this motherfucker. What? For what? I would have looked at it and went, well, that's wrong.
Miss Averb says this is why China laughs at us. Because, you know, TikTok is a Chinese-owned entity, right? And in China, they use it to, like, you know, teach each other math and science and academic stuff and, like, pass around
knowledge
and information. And not like information wars, but like, you know, like 2 + 2 = 4, not 1,200 times 52 equals $1.2 million. Like, do the math, nigga. Like that shit don't.
Man. You know what? I'm gonna do the math.
I can't.
Hold up, Pedro. I think you're wrong. Nope, you're right.
It's like $62,400.
It's so easy to so easy to check, but the bottom line is the fact he said, "Hey man, shut up, old man. I don't care about that fact shit." I've checked because I've went down the rabbit hole on TikTok and was checking people. That ain't true. You're just saying shit, and they go, "Shut up, old man." Like they cut and paste. "Shut up, old man, and get your rocker." Like I agree with you, but the bottom line is there's gonna be people going, "Man, I'm buying a lawnmower. I'm about to be a millionaire." You understand? There's people that take these memes to heart. I took a meme to heart about that made me watch a show that had ended up making me a vegetarian full blast. That's right, Nazi, full blast, because he eats raw vegetarian. He's a raw vegetarian.
Raw.
And I watched a meme that was a meme. So sometimes memes can be good. This one is really bad because it's going to teach young people, if I get a lawnmower and I catch 4, and then I get 1,200, and then I do it every day for the next 58 years, I'll be a millionaire. So,
well, I mean, I would hope that if you
No.
even believed it at first, that maybe 2 to 3 weeks in, you'd be like, this ain't gonna be enough.
man,
I'm supposed to be a millionaire.
man, why am I still
What
broke?
happened? What happened?
That don't make no goddamn sense. I'm still broke.
Dog, if you make $1,200 a week, you have to live someplace cheap. Like you're not gonna do well in LA making $1,200 a week. Like LA is going to be a struggle for you at $1,200 a week.
Now,
No, I'm telling you, dog.
no.
Even as a single person, a single human being, $1,200 a week.
Okay, look. Okay,
You're
I
not
agree.
gonna be no fucking millionaire, man.
Carolina boss, I'm gonna say this. Carolina boss, very good point.
Fuck.
The best way to take over a country is to start with propaganda. The dumbing down of America. I think that's been happening for a while. I'm on some Lupe fiasco where they want you to dumb it down. I think that's just the nature of the beast. That's the way we do it. I think with comedy, I started off as a straight up conscious political comic for about 10 years. That's what everybody knew me. And then I saw somebody do a cockroach joke and get a whole bunch of fucking, production deals, movies, took off. Fuck it, I'll say his name, Chris Tucker. And I saw him do that, and I was like, the fuck am I trying to elevate people's brains for? Bring me up that slap happy, slappy dappy. And I started writing like straight up dumb jokes. So I'm still do dumb, horrible, fucking. But you know what? You, the public, you like it. But I did start off thinking that intellect, I wanted to be that dude. I wanted to follow in the steps of Dick Gregory and the people I felt that were really dropping knowledge. And dude, you getting angry about the dummies, not angry, but you're like, God damn it. That ain't no $1 million. You ain't gonna be no $1 million. Like, to me now, I just feel like, well, yeah, that's how that's what TikTok's supposed to do. And when I put something on my page on my TikTok, because I have a TikTok, I don't have a lot of followers. When I put something on my TikTok, it is for entertainment purposes. People don't care about the truth anymore because look at America. Racism's bad. Well, kinda.
We might have to run up on Breezy JJ. She said she makes $1,200 a day, and she not a millionaire.
You make $1,200 a day. Who you with? You got man?
Yeah, I might have to come over there, girl.
Breezy JJ. Hey, but check this out. Listen, Pedro. Well, I'm already trying to knock down Nicole H. So I'm kidding, Nicole. I'm kidding. TikTok is based on algorithms. So if you dumb, you're gonna see dumb shit. That's not true.
I don't know. That makes the more shit you click on, the more shit like that
dumb shit breaks too. Dumb shit break. No, I'm gonna be Jeff Goldblum. Dumb shit finds a way.
It just has a way.
It finds a way.
There you go.
That's my Jeff Goldblum pants.
And that was my Black Pedro popping for the day, y'all. It's these goddamn TikTokers.
These goddamn
ain't so good at math, man.
These goddamn TikTokers TikToking.
Get us.
You sound like an old man when you say these TikTokers what they're TikToking. But yo, we're gonna get up out of here. But I gotta tell you before I do my Shangri, what y'all need to do before you do anything else in your life. In your life. I don't know why I sang it. That was bad.
It was interesting.
That was interesting. It was interesting, but wrong. I should don't ever let me do that again. No, stop me. Really, stop me. But what I'm gonna tell you people, don't stop yourself from going to our YouTube page, which is scrolling down there on the bottom. You see it scroll in. Make sure you check it out. And make sure you check it out and click the little click the bell. Make sure you give us some thumbs up. Raider. Yeah, so I'm hitting you with all the graphics because I'm about to change up the graphics soon. So I'm gonna milk these motherfuckers till the end. But my Shangri today is, unfortunately, I have to fucking rock with what Pedro's been saying with his optimistic fucking self, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all, but god damn it, he's right, and I'm gonna let it ride. Oh, Trumped might get dumped. Yeah, man, they are actually getting closer and closer. I didn't think it at first, but I guess justice is starting to fall on his head. He's starting to freak out. He's starting to make more comments that actually paint him in the corner. Trump might go to jail. Maybe not in the next year, maybe 2 years, because it takes so long. But that motherfucker might be in prison, and he might definitely be going to jail. And I didn't believe it. Yeah, I don't know why I found that one. That's the only one I could find with him behind jail that was animated.
What specifically, if I can ask, has brought about this 180-degree turn?
What has Merrick Garland actually subpoenaing people, him making a comment that no one's above the law. And let me reiterate, no one's above the law. When Merrick Garland said that, and then the next thing I know, I am the law. When he said that, I thought, oh shit, maybe he was just slow walking it, getting all the information, and then he going, bam, put him in jail.
Yeah. I like the details of the Putin posters in the background.
Yeah, so I mean, the bottom line is,
and the hang in there kitten.
Yeah, and yeah, I think it. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see Putin in jail too. But the bottom line is, I mean, Putin in jail. But the bottom line is,
well, Putin too.
Now it's like, yeah, motherfucker, it was you. It was you. It was nobody else but you. And I'm thinking he might end up going to jail. I think that there's the evidence is starting to snowball more than before. More people watched the January 6th than I thought, because I thought ain't nobody watching this shit. Not when you got the Johnny Depp trial popping off. I'd rather watch that shit. And then she shit on my bed. I found feces on my bed. And
weren't you abusing the alcohol? Were you there?
Were you there? I was.
Were you there?
Did you see his shit on my bed? So the bottom line is, he might be going to jail. And I knew he was a dumpster fire for a long time. And I just thought, wow, why isn't this motherfucker going to jail? But guess what? I changed my mind. And I think some of his people are going to go to jail. So you might as well hoard all of these motherfuckers down to the pits of hell, because I think that they're definitely all going. Now, I'm still not a total fan of Merrick Garland, because I still think he could be a little bit more active. But I do think Trump about to get these hands.
Treehead not there yet, man. She needs more. I get it, man. We're all used to being abused and seeing no justice served on egregious acts, right, whether they're against us or the American people in general on a political level. But this was pretty egregious. And
this is pretty. He's and the fact,
I think the thing is, like, there were politicians whose lives were in danger on January 6th. And his at some point, I don't know what kind of motherfucker you are if you don't want to get to the bottom of that. So while the Republicans didn't want to do it, for the most part, minus Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger.
What, 2? It's been like 2, and one of them's retiring. Liz Cheney's gonna lose for sure. She's gonna lose. So, but it did make me go, you know what? Maybe Pedro's optimism had a point.
It means something.
Maybe something. But if Trump goes to jail, I mean, maybe it'll make me believe in the country. I don't know where I found that. But if Trump goes to jail, maybe justice is real, because I have a hard time believing in the justice system. I have a hard time believing. People always want cops to save you, but I really do think primarily I can't get past all the bullshit cops do. So every time I see a cop, I think, I drank a Kool-Aid, because I'm thinking all you motherfuckers is dirt. All y'all cops that are dirty, until you correct the cops that aren't dirty. Until then, everybody can suck my dick. Not everybody, because I don't like dudes sucking my dick. But I mean, all of y'all kiss my ass. No, I don't even want y'all to kiss my ass because that's weird too. Look, everybody.
It's a metaphor.
You know what I mean. Fuck it.
Nazi, I see you, man. We talked about Guy Reffitt yesterday. Yeah, he's that. Dude, I didn't know he's a 3%er recruiter, whatever, or recruiter for the 3%ers. But yeah, I was very happy to see him get a 7-year sentence and hear his country ass wife. Y'all can go to hell, and I'm going back to Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we talked about that, and I got somebody watched it. I got an inbox and said that that Savage AF is biased, and then I saw him start sending some weird kind of Russian looking shit, and I blocked him. Yeah, because we've got some little, we got some trolls, and I know the one dude is black that's a troll, and he hates Pedro for some reason. And then he wants to say shit to me too. But and out of the two of us, Pedro's the deadly one. I'm the nice one. I'm the one's always like, hey, comics, you need some help. Hey guys, anybody want some cupcakes? I just made them myself.
I'm
and
like, all y'all motherfuckers, get away from me.
Get away from me. Back up. You see the perimeter. Get away. So but no, I think that Pedro, even though I disagree with him, and I'm not the only person. People in the feed was giving you the business to go. Pedro,
nothing's been settled.
Nothing's been settled yet, but it does look like there's a good chance with the bullshit, and because I don't think that's the first subpoena. I think that's the first in a group of subpoenas.
Well, it's not just the first. They did bring in Cassidy Hutchinson last week, and that was big news because we saw how much info she was able to provide to the January 6th committee, both in video and at the live hearing. So, but this is like the step up, a big step up from her.
This
is like you're not getting the secondhand conversation like this. Or
that's
the
like
third hand.
That's like us calling in Pedro's mama to report on how Pedro was a kid. Yeah. Pretty much. We don't have to go by what she
would love to come in, I'm sure. And say,
I know she would love. I'll testify. No,
all right, man. I got to hit the road, y'all. So
hit the road. All right, check it out. Make sure you check us out. We're going to be in Arizona. I know I talked a lot of shit about Arizona, and we'll continue to do that. But we're going to be at The Rock on Friday, August 19th, and the 20th will be in Casa Grande, Arizona. But we'll be in Tucson, Arizona. It'll be hosted by Rob Rodriguez and also featuring Black Pedro, a.k.a. God, I love selling sandals. He looks
AKA the Denim King.
The Denim King.
Southeastern Pennsylvania's #1 denim seller.
You like your jackets denim? Come to Pedro. But no, we'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for supporting us and getting down with Savage AF and not being little yogurty bitches that can handle some hardcore information in your motherfucking ear hole.
Right up in your face.
Right up in your motherfucking face. We can say that now. All right, y'all. We'll see you in a bit. Deuces.